Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today we are going to discuss the subtopic 15.4, the developments of the human fetus. Okay, now let me discuss more details about the process of fertilization. Okay, so the fertilization occurs when one from the millions of sperm succeed penetrating the secondary oocyte, and this process occurs in the fallopian tube, and after that it will followed by the changes to the secondary oocyte membrane. So the functions of this process is to prevent the penetration from other sperm into the secondary oocyte. So the fertilization occurs when the sperm nucleus will fuse with the ovum nucleus and it will form the diploid zygote. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the early developments of an embryo until implantation. After the fertilization, the zygote will traveling through the fallopian tube and it will undergo the multiple division through the process mitosis. Here you can see it will travel here. Alright, so the first cell that will produce 2-cell embryo, and after that followed by 4-cell, egg cells, and finally will produce morula. The morula then is transformed into the blastocyst. Okay, so the blastocyst will implant in the endometrium wall, and this process is called implantation. Okay, then the blastocyst will continue to grow into an embryo. Okay, now let me discuss about the HCG hormone roles. The HCG is a human chorionic gonadotropin. It's produced by the placenta during the pregnancy. During the early stage of the pregnancy, this level of hormone will be increased and it will double every 2 to 3 days for the first month. Okay, so the HCG will be detected in the urine pregnancy test or in the urine pregnant mothers. Okay, the functions of HCG hormone is to ensure that the corpus luteum continue to secrete the estrogen and progesterone in the early stages of the pregnancy. Okay, now let me discuss about the roles of the placenta and the roles of the umbilical cord in the fetal development. The umbilical cord, dalam bahasa Melayu dia, kita panggil dia sebagai tali pusat, is a tube that contain the umbilical vein and is also contain the umbilical arteries. Okay, so the umbilical vein carries the oxygenated or the blood rich in oxygen and nutrient from the placenta to the fetus. Meanwhile, the umbilical arteries carries deoxygenated blood, which is high in the carbon dioxide and waste product from fetus to the placenta. Now, let me discuss the functions of placenta. Alright, so the characteristic of the placenta is it is formed from the mother's endometrial tissue and the embryonic tissue. It is connected to the fetus through the umbilical cord and it contains the blood vessels. The functions of placenta is carries the substance in and out of the fetus. Now let me discuss about the importance of the placenta. There are two importance here, which is the first one is the site of the exchange of substance between the mother and the fetus, which is the substance that needed by the fetus, such as the glucose, amino acid, hormone, antibodies, and oxygen are absorbed from the mother's blood into the fetal blood capillaries. Meanwhile, the waste product, which are the unwanted substances such as the carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste such as urea, will be absorbed from the fetal blood capillaries into the mother's blood circulation. The second importance here is the placenta will act as the endocrine organ, which is it will secrete the hormone progesterone during the pregnancy. After the 4 months, the corpus luteum will be degenerate. So no more progesterone will be released from the corpus luteum. The placenta will replace the corpus luteum to produce the hormones. Okay, the hormones are needed to maintain the endometrial thickness. And for your information, the fetal and maternal blood circulations do not mix, and it was separated by a thin membrane. So what is the thin membrane? The thin membrane is actually cannot prevent all substance from being absorbed. Some substance will be diffused into the fetus, alright, such as the drugs, medication, cigarette smokes, and alcohol. For the viruses such as HIV and rubella also can cross the placenta and absorb into the fetal blood circulation, and it will cause the disruptions of the fetal development. So this is very important to have a different blood circulation between the mothers and the fetus. Okay, now let's discuss about the importance of the separated blood circulation between the mothers and the fetus. The first one is to protect the fetus from the certain dangerous chemicals. The second one is the thin fetal blood vessels. Is we want to prevent it from bursting, which is due to the high blood pressure of the mothers. And the third one is the agglutination, to prevent the agglutinations or blood clot between the fetus and the mothers. This might be happen if the blood group are not safe. With that, thank you very much. Hope to see you again and prepare for the subtopic 15.5, the formations of twin. Thank you very much and thank you for watching. Take care.